In a world where skills are being replaced by AI and automation, the passionate man will succeed. We will follow the adventures of the most passionate man alive. This is going to be the adventures of the most passionate man alive, but first we need to set everything up. We're going to be jumping into naked brutality, randy random, blood and dust, and commitment mode. We're going to be taking a custom religion with fluid movement throughout the game, choosing embodied theorist and supremacy. We're taking supremacy because we're only going to have one passionate man, but that means we can have many unpassionate slaves. Here we meet the hero of our tale, Mos Passion, the most passionate man alive. He is a 0 in all skills, but he has double passion for everything. He was a child as a child, and a colonist as an adult. We have given him some great traits to help him along his way of fast walker, fast learner, iron-willed, and industrious. But it's time for us to find the adventures of Mos Passion. Mos came tumbling down to the earth, full of passion, ready to take on his new world. We needed to find a spot which had ample growing facilities. We found the spot up here. We set out a basic stockpile and we lay down the furniture that we could manage. We put down a wooden wall and a wooden door. We would later go on to allow this not to be built just yet, as man has no skills. We also decided to give him a little bed on the ground, as we can't even craft a bed yet. Due to our skill limitation and inability to even craft basic furniture, we had a plan. We're going to take down these ancient walls to increase our construction. Mos came running over, eager for the task, passionate for anything held towards him, as he cracked on, taking down these walls and creating nice slate bricks for us to use later. Before food became an issue, we decided to lay out a grow zone. Unfortunately, we do not have skill in growing either, so we settled on growing some simple rice plants. Man cannot survive on passion alone, so Mos stopped for a spot of lunch before getting back on to creating nice slate bricks from the remaining walls. Using the power of the mind, we realized we could swap these wooden walls out for the slate walls, using the bricks we had already got from the deconstruction project to increase our construction skill. Mos finished the evening off by taking down a lonesome tree and increasing his plant skill before lying down, staring at the stars in his outside bed. As morning broke, Mos cracked on with planting some rice, as he knew his belly would be hungry for food soon. Whilst Mos calmly planted his rice, he received word that there was an angry hare on his way. He attempted to build a spike trap before the hare's arrival, but it was too late. He would have to fight hand to hand versus the hare. Mos has passion, but he has no skill. It looks like this hare might be the end for Mos. With one final mighty chomp, Mos was sent to the ground, left by the hare to bleed out. This would be the end of Mos, the passionate man. So it turns out the thing that can beat passion, a bunny rabbit. We went ahead and we set up Mos again. We came up with a unique, great name for the second passionate man in the universe, Mos 2. We set up everything exactly the same as last time, except this time we gave Mos one spike trap. Let's dive back in to the adventures of Mos 2, the second passionate man of the universe. As if like deja vu from a dream, Mos 2 landed on the planet's surface. We located an area with an abundant grow zone and easy to defend before looking for something to deconstruct. Sadly, there was nothing to deconstruct this time, so we had to make a start on the walls ourselves to get our construction up. We lay down a wood wall and a wood door. Next up was the grow zone. Again, this is going to just be rice as we don't have the skill for anything else. Mos made a start on the wood wall. He was very surprisingly successful, only botching 2 pieces of wall before completing the build. Next, he unleashed his passion on the plant. Then for a little housekeeping, Mos ran all over the map to bring in all the stuff we had landed with. All work and no play makes Mos an unhappy boy. Mildly self-prophesizing, Mos finishes the first night again cutting down a tree before going to sleep. Hopefully the morning is better than a hare. Morning is here and Mos is back to plants. Due to not having the skill to make basic furniture and nothing for us to deconstruct this time, Mos is going to crack on with smoothing out the walls and the floor to upgrade his construction skill. Back to sleep for the most passionate man. Using his newfound construction skill, Mos started on the table. Unfortunately, could only deliver the wood to the chair. Mos continued to smooth the floor and the wall. Wow, passion. And Mos said, "Let there be light." Definitely having a great night's sleep with a torch next to where your feet would be if you had feet. Morning came and Mos installed a campfire before getting back on with smoothing. It had come to the end of day 3 and Mos vacantly stared into the campfire, reliving memories of a past self before finally being able to slumber. Make sure you like and subscribe to join us next time to continue the ventures of Mos 2, the most passionate man in the universe.